woman has been on stages across the globe, been on movies, television shows, radio. I think I woke up to her voice on the radio a few times in the recent. We
And the
have
recent.
the recent. We have a woman that's about to do a big for the ladies out there. She's got an event coming up. Ergo, my pink shirt on today. Kiana Dancie's in the building. What's up, mama?
Thank you, sir. And it's the Kiana Dancie. But you know what, Reece? Let me tell you something. I was doing it. Look, I was doing an interview yesterday, and a lady came on to the live and said, "We have the same name." I was like, "What?" I have never met another. I met Kiana's, and I
Uh-huh.
met some people last name Dancie, but I ain't never meet a Kiana Dancie. So I felt some kind of way. I petitioned for that lady to change her name.
Hey, listen, you still a one-on-one, baby. Don't worry about it. You know you a one-on-one.
That part. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm actually very honored. I'm super excited to see you.
Oh, me too, man. Last time we had a very great show. We gave everybody your biggest intro ever, let people know what you've been doing. But this time, let's keep it specific because I see the shirt you got on. You got businesses going on, but you also have an event going on. Like I said, I got this pink shirt on. I saw that flyer. I saw that radiant smile that you always throwing at everybody. Let's talk about this event.
Okay, wait, before you brought up the shirt. So let me
Yeah.
just go ahead and address the obvious. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am a franchise owner. I own a CPR cell phone repair store. It's
Nice.
literally called CPR cell phone repair. I'm one of two women, one of two black women that owns within the company. The second black woman that owns within the company is my mama. And I don't know if I don't know if you guys know anything about franchising, but baby, they go through your whole life in either your
Yeah.
petty drawer. You hear me? So it was real tough for my family and I to become a part of this business, but we are very grateful.
Mm.
So today I gave my employee the day off and forgot. Reese, I'm
Mm.
like, I forgot that I gave the man off. So I'm in the store because, of course, it's my business. I got to be in the
Right.
store when nobody is in there. And my alarm and my publicist was like, "You got an interview." I was like, "Wait a minute, he gonna get this good CPR shirt."
I love
So
it though because that just speaks to who you are as a woman, as sprinkling that magic, that mold. And I'm gonna say the word hustle, but I don't mean it like a hustle. I mean it like you're really a businesswoman out here. You're your own brand. You got your comedy going, you got your actress going, you got your keynote speaking going, and you got a business going. And when employees
yes,
aren't there as business owners, we got to step in.
right. So y'all pull up on me at 2200 Duluth Highway. I'm on the way other side of the town of you, but I am in Duluth, and you can come see me anytime. We repair phones, but we also sell. We sell phones and
Okay.
anything, any mobile device you want, laptops, computers,
Mm.
PS5. I got them. So hit me up.
Get it. So like ladies, it's cancer season. So you know how them cancers are. She probably done threw the phone, hit the boyfriend with a phone or something, got the crack screen. Go ahead and see Kiana Dancie up there at CPR.
Come on, pull up.
All right, let's get into the nitty gritty of this thing. You got this event coming up. You're gonna be a keynote speaker. How did this come about? And to give us all the details.
So let's be clear. You know, I wrote a book called Bye Bye Bags, Laughing to Lighten the
Yes.
Load. And the book actually, listen, I cannot lie to you. I won't lie to you. I wrote the book. It was all out of vain reasons. I got the bags under my eyes removed. And literally while I was laying there, healing from the baggage removal. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't remember the name of the surgery. It starts with a B. I can't say it, but I call it baggage removal. So when I was laying in bed, look, true
You
tea. I
crazy.
won't lie to you. So when I was laying in bed, I was thinking to myself, I said, "Ooh, they gonna be sick of me. Ooh, I'm gonna kill these hoes." I was like, I'm gonna turn the clock back. I'm gonna look so young. I'm gonna be so pretty. And as I was saying bye bye bags, I left my book in the car. I mean, in the store. As I was saying bye bye bags to my external bags, I heard God speak to me loud and clear, sir. He said, "Oh, baby, yeah, you're gonna be pretty on the outside, but you ugly on the inside." What?
Woo! No, you didn't.
I
Oh
said,
nah,
"Well,
that.
who you calling ugly?" He said, "You." He said, "You can be inconsiderate, inconsistent. You can be impatient. You can be rude. You can be curt. You can be short with people. Sometimes you dismissive." I was like, "But." He was like, "No, but." So when God rebuked me, I said, "Okay, I heard you loud and clear. While I'm removing the external baggages, I knew that I needed to work on some internal baggages. You hear me?
Yeah.
So from my external to the internal, I wanted to make some changes, and that's where this event came from, Reese. I had to come a come to Jesus moment where I realized I had to claim the bags that I was carrying, which was superseding me. Oftentimes we'll show up into a room and our reputation has already been heard. People have already heard about us. Our reputation
Right.
has already had people talking about us. So I needed to actually do some internal work. And that work was to address the bags that I carry. Let me just say this, and this is for men and women, blue, black, orange, or green, however you identify. You know how the people do.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's tough out
Everything
here
in
these
the
days. You
middle.
got to be very specific or
Be,
broad.
be very specific or broad and careful.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. We all carry our bags and we're all going through something. But the first step to healing is acknowledging that there is a problem. So while we're all walking around saying, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight, we're all crumbling and cracking on the inside. You hear me? So the first step to healing and getting better is saying, you know what? I need some help. And that's what this is. Baggage claim is July 23rd. In Atlanta. Well, it's in Berkeley Lake, Georgia, which is basically Norcross.
Fancy.
It's in Norcross, Georgia. It is a safe place. It is a women's empowerment tea, ladies. Put on your good dress, your pretty clothes. My mama said, I'm going to wear some stockings. I said, in 850 degrees, you're going to put on some pantyhose? Whatever. Come to this women's empowerment tea, ladies. This is a safe place to claim the baggage that you've carried that has hindered you from being a better you, that has prevented you from becoming a greater you, that has held you hostage.
That's it. Hey, that's great that you're saying that. I saw a quote the other day, and it was just talking about how you can elevate, but bring some of the things that you may have been carrying with you behind you, and it won't allow you to get to that next level. You got all this weight on you. So for
Yeah.
you to be opening up the floor for these ladies, I like it.
I believe wholeheartedly that if you fix the woman, you fix the community. If you address it, listen, and there's nothing more beautiful than a healed and happy woman. You understand what I'm saying? So if we're
Yes.
happy, our household is happy. If we're healed, our children can become healed because they respond to what they see in us. So my goal is that we become better women to be not only for ourselves, but to our men, to our lovers, to our children, to our community. We become a better us. And I wholeheartedly believe that if we start with healing us, it's just like the oil. I don't know who you pray to, but I'm going to assume that somebody in this room or there is a viewer that is watching us. The oil drips from the beard of that. Listen, the oil that drips from the beard will be the overflow that we all will share. So if I'm happy, my babies become happy. If I'm happy, my family is happy. The oil means if I am getting the overflow of God's blessing, so will you or them. Everybody will. So the goal is
Hey,
to become a better you.
preaching today. Let me hit the hype button for that. That's real. That's that old too. The cup runneth over. If
Come
you have
on.
such positivity beaming from you, it's hard. It's hard to walk up on somebody, they smiling like this. They smiling like Kiana. You going to pick up some of that good energy and good vibes.
Man, look, listen, sir, man, let me tell you something. If I'm gonna keep this big old gap in my teeth, I might as well smile. You hear me? Come on. Come on. At the end of the day, I choose. When I wake up, I choose peace. I choose joy. Yesterday, somebody did not wake up today. So the goal is to just appreciate the time and maximize the time that you have here on this earth. If you haven't learned nothing else in these last 2 years, listen, life is not promised to us. We
Man,
don't listen. Life is not promised, and you don't know when your day is going to come. So while you're here, why stay mad and angry? Why hold that anger and that pain in your heart? Get over the things that's hindered you and make a choice to be happy. Period. Life is too short to walk around with all that. And it's up to you to decide if you're going to carry your bags. And I keep reminding male and women and everything in between, men and women, everything in between, you are not the baggage that you carry. I have my own bags. You have your own bags. But guess what? You can make a decision to drop them where they are. Period.
that's it. I like it. And we can find a lot of these nuggets inside of your book. So make sure that you guys tap back in and check out her book
Let me
when you
show
get
y'all
a
the cover.
chance.
So this is the flyer to my book, and I'm being so trifling. This is the flyer. Here's my here it is. Bye
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 bags. Back into
bags.
life love. But this is the flyer for my actual event, Baggage Claim. The name of the book is called Bye Bye Bags because I am not carrying no more bags that don't serve me. I want to
Right.
remind the people, but if it's not If it's not feeding you, it's eating you.
Say it again.
If it's not feeding you, it's eating you.
Go
So
ahead
if
and
it,
we
and
don't
listen,
we don't need a Reese's Piece of Mind today. We don't need a Pops Knows Best today. Kiana gave it to us right now. If it's not feeding you, it's eating you. I like that. I
eating
really
you.
do.
Come on, and you guys, and it's so many that can go across the board. That can be relationships. That can be opportunities. It might be an opportunity that look good for you, but it's not good for you. If it's not feeding you, it's eating you. If it's not serving you well, let it go. If it's not benefiting you, let it go. If it's not reciprocal, let it go. Sometimes, now don't get me wrong, there are times that you absolutely need to be pouring into people because the blessing will be delayed. But if it's taking advantage of you, that is when you need to walk away. It took me a long time to just say no because I was so busy trying to be everything to everybody and I was forgetting about me. And again, here's another nugget. You ready?
Ready? Let's do it.
Sometimes you can't give people you can't keep letting people sip from your cup. You can't let people to continue to sip from your cup. Sometimes you got to give them the saucer, and the
Yeah.
saucer is the overflow. And if there's nothing on the saucer, there's nothing to give because you can't keep pouring yourself dry. You have to change your perspective. So if you look, and I always tell people, listen to what I'm gonna say to you because it can get a little complicated. When you looking outside of you, you want to make sure that you look at that glass as what? Half full. You always want to keep an optimistic mind. You always want to be positive. You always want to keep your head up and think high of the things outside of you. But when you're thinking internally, this is what I want you to remember. Hear me. Think of the glass as half empty. Why? Because if you continue to pour your own personal glass empty, 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 eventually you run out. Now, I understand that that's a contradictory statement, a contradiction. But at the end of the day, if you remember, if you keep pouring out from you, it's going to be done. If you're looking outside of your world for, outside of you for opportunities and blessings that are to come, you want to keep a very positive perspective so the glass is half full. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yep.
remember that, and then you will never run dry. Because you don't want to pour yourself so dry. That's anybody. Job, work, kids, husbands, aunties, friends, baby mamas, baby daddies, dog. No, I cannot. I need to refill before I can give you anything that I have. Hey, William, shout out to you. Hey, Niana, happy Thursday, y'all. I'm keeping it real with y'all today.
I like it, man. I really like it. I love how everybody on the chat is chiming in. They loving what you're talking about, loving what you're saying. You make plenty of sense. You got to look at it almost like a car battery. If my car doesn't start when I walk outside and I try to jump it off another car with a weak battery, it is not going to work.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen. So I gotta make sure that I'm full. Whoever
Yes.
I'm giving some energy to, I have to make sure I'm okay because I'm not gonna be able to drive off either. And that's not being selfish. That's just being real.
Yes, that's the same reason why they say put your mask on first before you will concern yourself with everybody else. But the mother in us, most women are going to want to take care of people around us, which we often do first. But we have to remember to look internally and take care of ourselves. So I would love for everyone that's in the Atlanta area, or if you're not in the Atlanta area, come see us. How we say it in Atlanta. We don't say Atlanta, it's Atlanta. Come to Atlanta, right? Atlanta. Come to the to Baggage Claim ATL. This is the inaugural event. It's we're gonna have an amazing. They're asking for my IG. Show the people some love. It's
Got it.
Kiana Dancie. So come to Baggage Claim ATL. It's gonna be an amazing event. Reece, I'm sorry. This is a women's empowerment tea for women. There will be an opportunity for the men to support and also come and be healed. Let's be clear. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I am not a pastor, a preacher. I'm not an evangelist. I'm not a prophet. I'm none of those things. But what I am is healed. I've been through it. I carried my bags. I made a decision that I wasn't going to continue to pack my bags with things that does not serve me. Listen, when I tell you I've been through, I have my own bags. I'm a child molestation survivor. I am a child
Talk to
molestation.
him.
Come on, child molestation survivor. I know that I'm not the only one because when I was not talking about it, my mother called me out and she was like, Key, why are you not telling the people what you've been through? I said, well, honestly, I thought people would judge me based on thinking that you served me to the monster or whatever. I didn't want people to make certain decisions about my mother. And she was like, baby, let me explain something to you. First of all, I did not serve you to the monster. I thought that that man loved us, and he had been in your life all this time, and it only happened once. It was no penetration, but it was still improper, improper
Right.
touching. But
Right.
at the end of the day, I'm a survivor. I overcame. I had enough sense. My mother had enough sense to put me in counseling so that I can grow up one day and be a sexual human being. Okay, so that leads me to my next point. I subscribe to PCP. What is that, Reese? Not the drugs.
Right.
No, I ain't get high. I ain't get
Right.
high on my own supply. PCP. First of all, P stands for prayer. But prayer without works is what? Dead.
Right.
You got to put in the work. You got to roll up your sleeves. You got to make a decision that you're not going to pack your bags. You're going to unpack your bags. But who helped you pack those bags? Who's responsible, right, for who you are and how you are in the bags that you carry? Because sometimes it's not just you.
Right.
Sometimes it's your family. Sometimes it's the friends that enable you. Sometimes it's you. And then C, couch. That is also putting in the work. You might need to sit down and talk to a professional that's going to help you unpack your bags. Like, sis, you can't do all this by yourself. Listen, you might want to build a house by yourself, but you don't know how to pour the foundation or build a roof or do the framework and put in you don't know. You need to get an expert that know how to do all of that. And then lastly, that professional might have to help you get a prescription.
Right.
Some of us hear voices in our heads. Some of us have anxiety. Some of us we need a prescription.
Hey, listen. Listen, you break your leg, you need a cast. Right?
Say that.
I'm telling you, you break that leg, you're gonna need a cast. Sometimes these mental things that are going on with us are bigger than what we can fight on our own, and we may
Yeah.
need a little bit of help. And they may come in the form of taking a supplement to
Yeah.
boost whatever
Yeah.
mood that you need to be in. It may be a prescription of going outside, get some real vitamin D,
Yeah.
or it may come down to something that's going to help you with a break or a bipolar, schizophrenic situation
I
that you
agree.
may just need a little bit stronger dose of something.
I
And
agree.
there's
I
nothing
just said
wrong with that. It's
not,
only
not
wrong
at
if you
all.
don't get help.
Not at all. And it's nothing wrong with needing help. People of color tend to be the first to say we're okay, we good, I'm straight, but the last to say I need help and sit on the couch. So, and that's especially within the male community. You guys are the last to say I need to talk to someone. And I really, really want you to understand that it's okay. We want you to be equally strong. We, as women, we want the men to be strong. We want you to know that we love you, we honor you, but we need you to be whole, period.
Right. Absolutely. I appreciate you saying that, because men need to hear that from women sometimes, that you don't look at a man as weak for trying to better themselves.
Mm,
Get taught from an early age that it's not okay to be vulnerable. It's not
mm.
okay to be vulnerable if you're going to hurt somebody with your vulnerability. That's when it's not okay. But it's all
There
right
is
to
strength.
express, get things out. Yeah.
There is strength in weakness. There is strength in your vulnerability. There is strength in saying, I need help. I will much rather you speak it out of your mouth, opposed to fight that devil and that demon alone. And then sometimes while you're fighting that devil and that demon alone, sometimes the enemy speaks louder.
Yes.
Sometimes the enemy speaks louder. And if you're struggling with that alone, that enemy will win.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you're saying right now is a great recipe for success. I appreciate everybody in the chat just chiming in, and you just put on church. So when is the church opening? Is it going to be after the event? You got the cell phone spot. We need a church now.
Don't play with me. Let me just be real, real clear. I am fully aware of my anointment. I can't even explain to you. I am fully aware. I've heard it. My pastor told me, people tell me, but listen, I ain't done cussing yet. I ain't running, but my goal is listen, I'm a
I
cussing
love it.
Christian. I mean, it's not that I necessarily use all the big words, but I use the words in the Bible. But this is what I will tell you. I know for a fact that God don't care how creative or how colorful I am when I'm speaking about him. What he is concerned about is, will I deny him? And that I can do. Listen, I've been through some things, sir. I shouldn't even be here. Over and over again, the enemy has tried to kill me. Listen, my boyfriend, in my book, is in my book though. My boyfriend was shot in front of me when I was 17 years old in my mother's house for no reason other than the fact, just the The blood of Jesus and the grace of God that I am here. Because that man really could have shot me, and my mother could have came home to two dead bodies in her house opposed to one. You understand what I'm saying? And my father
Absolutely.
used to tell me all the time, he said, that mouth, your mouth is going to get you in and out of trouble. And I swear to you on all that I know to be good, the only thing that I said to that man when he shot my boyfriend at the time, he was turning around in circles, looking like he didn't know what to do. The only thing I said to him was, you should leave. I bet my neighbor heard the gunshot. That's it.
Right.
I
And I
didn't
love
say nothing else. And it was like, he looked at me as if he saw a ghost. And he said, you right, and walked out the door.
wow.
He never looked back. And the only thing I had time to do was go lock the door and call the police. That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
But it's only by the grace of God. So I'm fully aware of the light that shines on me, but the pressure is making sure that I handle it responsibly. But that's not, it's not always easy because I am human. I do fall short, but with his grace, I'm given the opportunity to get back up and do it right. I ain't perfect. I had a
I mean,
cocktail
we none
last
of us
night.
are, but that's what makes it real. That's why events like this, well, you could come as you are, be free as you want to be, have these real life conversations with somebody that's been through some things. And you know what
Yeah,
I mean? You've been through
yeah,
some things. It makes it relatable. And then you can have those real conversations of how to heal. Because
yeah,
if you've been through something, I could tell you how to get through something if
yeah,
I've gotten through it. And the way
that's
you're
true.
speaking, you hear that you've gotten through these things and you can help people to the other side as well.
Yes, I carry my own bags, and my bags may not necessarily look like you, but listen, let me tell you something. As a single woman with no children who have the desire to be a wife and have to be a mother, I know a lot of times society will tell you that society will tell women, period, that we're less than because at a certain age, if you don't have children or if you don't have a husband, something is wrong with you. But I want to remind the women who are dealing with those notions and those statements that, first of all, 9 times out of 10, if you're over a certain age with no kids and no husband, it's probably because you were focusing on the bag and you was focusing on your career and you was handling your business. It's nothing wrong with that. And I don't want you to let anybody make you think it's anything wrong with it. So,
Uh,
we all carry our own bags. We all, and whatever that is, I just want people to know that you're not the bags that you carry. And you also don't have to pick it up. Once you pick up that bag, you don't have to keep packing that bag. So yes, absolutely, come to the event July 23rd, 2 to 5. Let me just keep it for a short amount of time. In 3 steps, I'm gonna show you exercise how to get rid of the bags that you carry. It's a beautiful event. I have a poet, Camille Deneen. I have a singer. Her name is Miss Glennis. We have a panel. My pastor, Pastor Tracy Myers, will be there speaking from a spiritual perspective of why holding your bags and your dramas and your traumas can hinder you spiritually. And then also I have a medical doctor, Dr. Barbara Joy. She will be speaking about how holding harboring your baggage and your dramas and your traumas, how that hinders you health wise. And then Leticia Gardner is a health and beauty relationship expert. An amazing. She has an amazing story. She has been through some things, slept in her car. Everybody always called her relationship goals, but she did not. But we didn't know the work that they had to put into to get to where they are. So she will be speaking from her perspective. And of course, you will get a book, my book, and my journal. You'll get my journal that I'm publishing and a gift bag. So, and light bites. So you guys, and that's only $99 for all of that for this nice when I say beautiful event, I need to see all the ladies, and it's gonna be a great time for all the ladies dressed real pretty and pulled together, honey. We're gonna do it. And then of course, my launch as a keynote.
I love that, man. Putting together something for for ladies to get together and just shower each other with empowerment, with stories of perseverance, and we need that. And that price point, man, I feel like that thing could have been $1,000. That's a beautiful thing, and all the stuff that you walking away with is gonna be awesome. So make sure y'all check it out. We have it in the chat if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We appreciate y'all. First of all, thank you. But check out the website KianaDancie.com. Grab your tickets. Check the event out. Check out this book. Well, you'll get the book if you go to the event, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. She must have heard me talking about ladies over here. I got my little one.
Your lady calling. Listen,
Talking
let me
over here.
let me
Come
be
on.
clear. I could have charged more, but I want people to understand this is really not about the money. This is really about the transformational experience. I want
Right.
people to come. When I tell you, I've been through You hear me? I've been through. And if your devil is anything like my devil wear combat boots. And anytime that I get an idea or anytime I look like I'm getting ahead, that devil shows up and get the marching. But let me explain what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna let the devil march my part and march on my parade and rain on my parade. He's all I can tell him is get out the way because I got things to do. And I encourage those who are struggling, even if you are strong, there are days where you are weak. I'm the strong friend. I'm the one that everybody call and for me to pour into them. But you got to remember, as a strong friend, you need a refuge too. So come and let's talk about the things that are reminding you of your insecurities, your shortcomings, and your failures. The things that are holding you back from, becoming a better you. Those things that you have held, you have allowed to hold you captive and hostage. Come July 23rd. Get the tickets on KianaDancie.com. I promise you, you do not want to miss this.
Not check out those tickets right there. We appreciate you doing something for the ladies. Our way of as fellas to support is to spread the news. So if you're on right now, you watching the show, spread that flyer, spread the website, let all the ladies know in your community, whether it's social or in person, about this beautiful event going on. And this is doing my part of protecting black women and making sure they know about this event. So we appreciate you, Kiana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. And listen, just because it's you, I'm gonna give away 2 tickets. So you have 2 tickets.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
To give away to your listeners, I just need you to just go ahead and give them away. Send me their name. Their name will be at the door. Listen, again, like I said, this is not about the money. It's really about the transformational experience because it matters to me. I am tired of not having a place where we can be weak, because this is the thing. They describe black women as strong. We are strong. We are strong. We are strong, but we're tired. We want to be able to have a day of rest. We want a day of refuge, and we just want to be able to lay it all down. And sis, I encourage you to lay your bags down and never pick them up. See, being a bag lady, and I don't tell you, there is some benefit to picking up your bags and dropping them off, because at the end of the day, you got some baggage, but I want you to get some luggage. And why do we want some luggage, Reec? We want luggage so we can go on a vacation, a staycation. Oh, you know what I'm saying? We want to go somewhere. But if you got your baggage, girl, you all held down and held back. It's all heavy. You got to pay extra fees. Girl, go ahead and get you some luggage so you can fly light. You hear me?
That's what I'm talking about.
Luggage so you can fly light.
She ain't talk about Spirit neither. Nothing wrong with Spirit, but you know what I mean.
I don't like Spirit.
First class. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Listen, I ain't judging. It is however you need to get there. But what I am saying to you, if you get on Spirit, you're going to have to pay a little extra for your bag.
Right,
but
for the bags, right?
Trust and believe.
But the luggage included with the original ticket, and that is not talking about a flight. I appreciate you, man. So this is what I will say. Make sure that you check out this event. If you ever get a chance to see her do stand-up or on stage, you're going to get laughs, but you also going to get a message. You're going to get a word, and you're going to get some of this cup that she's talking about pouring over in you too. So it's a full experience. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. That's the only way you're going to be able to win these tickets today, right now. Follow her on Instagram. Hit us up on our DM at Reec Radio if you want a ticket, ReecRadio. We need to know that you following Kiana, and then you are eligible to win. Ladies only, fellas. The only way you coming is if you work in security. We appreciate you, mama.
And you know what? Let me tell the fellas this. If you buy your girl a ticket, I will give you 2 tickets to the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Any show, as long as it's not a special engagement. So don't call me talking about coming to the D.L. Hughley show. Okay. No. You can go to any show that's not a special engagement show. Now, Reec, I love you. So I'm going to give you the ability, if you want to give away party of 10, it's up to you. You just got to let me know now. They can't just show up. But I can, I'm going to give you up to a party of 10. You can break them up. You can do one party. And so just let me know. But again, fellas, if you buy your lady a ticket, I will give you guys 2 tickets to any show. That can be this weekend for sure, and any other weekend where it's just it's not a special engagement.
Nice. Let me hit that high bell for that. That's wonderful. We appreciate you. I'll be there Thursday with my crew. We got us a show going down Thursday. So Atlanta Comedy Theater, we will be in the building with Class Clown doing our improv show.
And I'm gonna pull up and say, hey.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Well, we appreciate you, Mom. I'm not going to hold you any longer. I think everybody heard this great information. We're going to share it with all of our friends across social media. And once again, this is a wonderful, wonderful event you're doing for the ladies. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you again. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you get your tickets. I'll see you very soon at Baggage Claim ATL, July 23rd. Follow me on Instagram and all things social at Kiana Dancie. It's KIANADANCIE. And you can also get the tickets on my website, KianaDancie.com. I love you so much. Be blessed. Remember that you are not the bags that you carry. Bye.
That's a word right there. No Reese's Peace of Mind today because she just gave it to us. Now make sure that you guys tune in and tap into her Instagram page and then DM us at Reec Radio for your chance to win those tickets. That's REECRADIO for your chance to win tickets to the empowerment. And fellas, if you buy your lady a ticket, she's going to hook you up with Atlanta Comedy Theater tickets. And that's definitely a win-win right there. All right, y'all, we're going to get back into this mix. We appreciate everybody for tuning in and tapping in. My homie, Uncle Dodge checked in. Michelle A checked in, Michelle checked in, and of course Shay checked in, and a lot of people checked in today. Shout out my boy AB. All right, we up out of here. Y'all keep it locked. It's Reec Radio.